look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to talk about right now as a topic of discussion, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about how modern women, black women in particular, have no idea about how to pursue the men that they're pursuing. In other words, these women want certain types of men that make certain types of income. And they don't realize that it's almost impossible for them to reach that goal. Because there's only a small percentage of men who make over six figures annually. I think we all know this. But also, a lot of you women are disqualified from finding a man like that anyway, in my most humble opinion. For example, if you're overweight, you out of that. Okay, if you got 2 or 3 baby daddies, you out of that. Ain't nobody gonna be making 200,000 plus a year or 100,000 plus a year who gonna look at you, who gonna want you. They may hit it, but even then, those type of men, they have more class than that. They can get women who are childless and look way better than you. They're not as big as a walrus like you are. You know, not as big as an elephant like you are. And they actually have real hair. You know, they don't have that old glue-in shit you got. So let's go ahead and get into this situation. I'm gonna have some women up here discussing this matter. The first one I'm gonna play is a woman who is actually not delusional. But the rest of the women I'm gonna play, they are very delusional when it comes to this thing here. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second as I pull it up.
Let's get into it. I honestly feel bad for the men of this generation. The younger guys, like in their early 20s, in their early 30s or whatever, and say they don't have a very prominent career, such as like in finance, because I used to work in finance. So I know how much finance men really make in investment finance. That's what I'm talking about, okay? That's where we used to work. I know those men make upwards of $200 and something plus $1,000 a year, okay? Not every man will make that amount of money. And if there is men that make that kind of money, it's very limited, okay? So I think it's so crazy that this young women, this young ladies of this generation is expected for a man to make $300,000 plus in a major city. You get what I'm saying? To take care of a family and all that. Not every man is going to make that amount of money. A man nowadays barely making $45,000, especially if he's black.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to piggyback off of what she said. We're going to come right back to her. I'm going to hit you with some facts, data, and statistics right quick. And we're going to return back to what that lady's saying, because she's right. What these women are wanting is they can't get that. So let me go ahead and put these facts on the screen for you. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. Let me get these out the way for you. Got some percentages for you. Let's read it. It says, what percentage of black men make over 200K? That's a year, right? Less than 2% of black men make 200K in the U.S. That's less than 2%. That's not even a full 2% of men who make that type of money. But you'll find women who are shooting their shot at men like that. But these women are never in the same room with these type of men. These men do not go to the same places you go. Men who got that type of money you can't find them in the club. Most times you can't even find them in the strip club unless it's a high-end strip club or something like that. There's certain environments that men who have money do not ever frequent. So when you think you're going out here and going there dressing up with your butt out, you're not going to see these type of men. There's a certain class of women that they surround themselves with, and a certain class of colleagues that they surround themselves with. Let's keep going. Hold on. It says this right here. What percentage of blacks make over 100K? Overall, just 6% of black adults in the U.S. had annual earnings of $100,000 or more in 2021. According to our analysis of the Census Bureau's American Community Survey, this share rises to 16% among those with at least a bachelor's degree or more, okay? And then it drops to 2% among those with some college education or less, and that was revised in July 18, 2023. So overall, it's still 200K, 2%. $100,000 or more in that range, mid 100,000, 6%. And it may rise if that man has a higher education to 16%. But then it will drop to at least 2% if they only have a bachelor's degree. If they only have a college education or less. Your numbers is showing you. Now look at this right here. African American salary in California. This is California, right? Men, right? Black men in the 25th percentile. Their monthly pay is $3,957. Okay. Their annual pay for those who are in the 25th percentile is $47,492. Okay. That's the 25th percentile. Now, on average pay in California, their monthly pay is $6,536. Their annual salary, if you're doing average pay, if you're getting the average out there, is $78,440. Now, you got to keep in mind, Texas, California, and different states have different taxes, different things like that. So that may equate to something different for me in Texas. You get what I'm saying? Now, if they are in the 75th percentile, their monthly pay is $7,752. If they are in the 75th percentile, then their annual pay is $93,026. You get what I'm saying? Now, if they're in the top earners, I'm talking about California now, their monthly pay is $10,608. Okay? Their annual salary, if they are a top earner in California, is $127,299. All right? The numbers are working against you, ladies. You don't know what the hell you are able to get, because men don't want people like you. You got to be feminine. Now, let's get back to what this lady's saying. I just want to break that down real quick. Now, let's keep going. 1 second as I find this lady again who actually has some damn sense. All right, here you go.
$45,000, especially if he's black. I really think women are asking for a little bit too much for men. And y'all gonna be mad, but I really don't care because y'all need to hear the truth. Sometimes I honestly don't blame our men for going out and dating other races of women, because let me tell you something. I grew up around those different women who came from very rich families, extremely wealthy. I'm talking filthy rich, probably richer than what you probably think. My parents had me surrounded by those kids, had me surrounded by those. Y'all don't even get it. Y'all think finding a man that rich, that has a legit career, legit, in STEM or something like that, where he's making over 150 grand, okay? Y'all really think that's an easily accessible man?
It ain't. And I live upper middle class. I'm not rich, but upper middle class, so I'm not average either. And there's only a certain type of woman that I would even consider to make my woman. You get what I'm saying? She has to have some feminine qualities. She got to keep herself in shape. That's because I'm at the level I'm at. Now imagine if that's how I feel at upper middle class, and you can look up what upper class people make annually. Trust me, you can look it up. The thing is, if I think like that at this level, what do you think people who are making over 100,000 a year are thinking when it comes to their choices and preferences in women? Do you think they're gonna go for the gutter trash? Do you think they want a woman who wears a red wig that can come off her head, and then she can switch it out for a green wig that come off her head? She can switch it out for a yellow wig that come off her head. She can put on a wig that is paisley colored now. But do you think they want that? You think they want women who have excessive tattoos and shit? On your titty, you say R.I.P. mama. On your left titty, your right titty say R.I.P. daddy. On your left arm, it say R.I.P. brother. On your right arm, it says I miss you Pookie. On your forearm, it says I miss you Ray Ray. On your leg, you got I miss Nook Nook. You got all the people who ever fucked with you and gave you all these trauma bonds tattooed on your body. Do you think a man who makes over 100,000 a year is going to really want you? We got to be realistic. You got to be realistic with yourself. So you got to find a man that best suits you, not the man that you want. Because the man that you want don't want you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't want you. Now, if I get you, it's going to be a smash and dash. If you got all them tattoos and shit like that, it ain't going to matter to me, because I ain't trying to get on your skin. I don't want you to tattoo my name on you at all. I'm just trying to beat it up. But you got to have some type of body and a nice little face. But that's me at my level. So if a man at my level thinks like that, what do you think? Again, a man that's on that 100,000 a year, he might hit it and throw you away. Same way I would do. Y'all not thinking clearly. Let's keep going.
No, they're not. If you didn't grow up doing horseback riding classes, if you didn't grow up doing cooking classes, my mother had me in cooking classes with all the little white kids, all of them growing up, because their parents taught them that. Y'all are missing that when you are born to be, honestly, a housewife and to live that lifestyle, you have to grow up seeing those things. It's just not going to come to you without you seeing those things. Now,
I agree. The majority of young black daughters right now grow up in homes that are ruled by single mothers. They are not seeing mothers interact with fathers. They're not seeing how a woman should treat a man. They don't know any of that shit. They're not seeing that. That's why when you come out in this dating scene, Men are rejecting you because you're overly masculine, because you seen your mama act masculine. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of you need femininity coaches, and a lot of you need to listen to gentlemen like me who telling you how you're getting it wrong and what you need to do to get it right. Like some fool said, like, all you're doing is pointing out problems, you're not giving a solution. This is how stupid you are. The solution is in the problem. When I say some shit like you acting like a hoe, the most reasonable mindset would say, okay, the way to fix that is to stop acting like a hoe. Y'all be looking for complicated answers when a lot of times the answers are very simplistic in nature. Sometimes you just got to simply stop doing something, or simply stop behaving a certain way and behave another way for the solution to come forth. But then again, some motherfuckers just stupid. They can't think like that. You got to tell them every detail to understand shit. I'm not one of those people. So for those of you who say you need to bring solutions, that's the solution. If you see something on my channel that is messed up and you're doing it, stop doing it. Is that really that hard to understand? I really don't understand people like that. Is that really hard for you to understand? If you're running around and you having baby daddy after baby daddy after baby daddy, don't you think you need to stop that shit? Don't you think that's a solution to that shit? Or do you gonna keep on doing it over and over and over again? That don't make any sense. Let's keep going.
Seeing those things. Now, granted, there are some women that just, luck up on a really high value, rich man. And, that's just not his money and things like that. It's a bunch of other components that go into it. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I honestly feel so bad for these guys, especially our men. Other men, I have friends of all races. Other men, they can make them a smooth $50K, $55,000, and their white wife will be so happy because she's like, well, I'm working too, and she takes so much pride into her man, and I feel like
exactly a white woman, hell, an Indian woman, a Latina woman, every other race of woman is appreciative of black men, but the black woman is not appreciative of black men, in my humble opinion. A woman who is white could be happy that she just got a man, that she got a good man that come home to her and make, $50,000 a year or less, as long as she's happy. A black woman, she's not ever gonna be happy with you unless you make $200K a year, unless you make $100K a year, unless you put rings and fancy little things around her neck each year. Not thankful for you. You're just an ATM. She don't care about you. But that's why men are leaving y'all. That's why you're not desirable, lady. And that's why people keep saying get passports, because men are getting tired of being treated like that. Why is that so hard for y'all women to understand?
Wife will be so happy because she's like, well, I'm working too, and she takes so much pride into her man. And I feel like with black men sometimes, with this generation of girls, like the girl that got mad with the $30 for lunch, my man sent me money that same day, that same amount, and I went to Kava and I ate there for lunch and I ate it for dinner because I don't eat that much no way. Okay, it's just like, y'all are expecting men to make more than what they actually will make in the black community. If we're gonna be real, if he's not in the top profession, he ain't making a lot of money. People just need to find somebody that they love and forget what people tell you, and just find who you love and be happy with that person. Stop trying to be like somebody else. Stop trying to live the life that you.
Here's the thing. When women date, it ain't about love no more. It's about the come up. It's about making money. That's what it's about now. It's about getting to another level. It's about keeping up with the Joneses or surpassing the Joneses, to be able to show people that, I got a man that gives me more things than your man gives you. These women ain't looking for love no more, man. They're not looking for that. They're looking for help. They're looking for you to be a bridge from poverty to success. That's what's going on with American black women today. They don't care about you. They're materialistic. A lot of these black women, or majority, thinking like that most of the time.
Love and forget what people tell you, and just find who you love and be happy with that person. Stop trying to be like somebody else. Stop trying to live the life that you see on social media, because sometimes that ain't even realistic. Okay, I think y'all just need to give the person that's in your lane a shot, because sometimes people try to go outside their lane, and I'm gonna be real with you, that ain't gonna work. You need to stay within your lane and stay within the men that you can date. But I don't know, I just thought about that, and I'll never treat my boyfriend like that. I just,
See, she's right about one thing. Some of you ladies gotta stay in your lane. But the other thing she said is she'll never treat a boyfriend like that. Go back to what she said before. She was raised around a woman who showed her how to treat men. She was raised around a certain group of peers too, that was taught how to horseback ride and all shit like that. So it's a different environment, different cultural. Every house has a culture in it, regardless of race. I'm black, you black, he black, but inside of everybody's home is a different culture. You may come from a culture of two parents in the house, and there's a different type of culture that goes along with that. Or you may come from a household where there's only a mother running the whole household, and that's a different type of culture. A culture is another way of saying the way that people do things, the way that people look at things, the way that people dress, the way that people talk, the way people, it's just a way of doing things. And she came from a culture of a two-parent household, a loving household. So that's why she wouldn't treat her man like that. That's why I say a lot of you women, you don't know how to treat a man because you was dominated by a single parent home. It has a lot to do with that shit. You know what I mean? And your mother, they failed you, bro. Now let me show you what I'm talking about delusional right quick. Let me play one of them. Listen to this delusional woman.
Hey girl, so it's Sunday. I went to church and now I don't really have much to do. So I decided that I'm gonna go to a few places and just meet some people, just sit there and see what comes to me, you know, because I know my husband, my rich husband, is looking for me and I'm looking.
Did you hear that? I know that my husband, my rich husband. See, women, you limit yourselves on the dating scene. You cut everybody out. You cut out maybe over 90. See, only about 2% people make that, or maybe 6%. You don't cut out maybe 94. I say like 97% if I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong in my mind, but 95 to 97% of men that probably would be suitable for you, because you're looking for those in the top 4%, the top 2%, the top 6%. So you done knocked out over 90% of men that may be good for you, that may be suited for you, can actually build something with you, because you already got your eyes on a rich man. And you talking about you going to go somewhere and sit and wait for your rich husband to come to you? How delusional are you? These type of men of character who got that type of money, they don't chase women. Women chase them. They just stand out. He may flirt with you, but he ain't gonna chase you. I'm like that. You know what I mean? And my level in life, I'm not gonna chase no bride, because I know what I'm worth. I know what my value is. I know what I bring to the table. You get what I'm saying? Now, there have been times when I was younger and I was like, you know, a lot of other men, I wasn't always a relationship type of guru type of nigga. I don't want you to think that. But the truth be told, I done been played before. I done played women. You know what I mean? I done thought with my heart more than I thought with my mind before. I mean, but that's, a lot of us go through that. But then you learn from them things. I'm not bitter. I'm not hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm more experienced from these situations. So I have more insight now, and I'm older now. You know, I'm wise. I'm almost 50 years old. So the thing is, I know after building myself up to what I am today, I don't chase women. Again, like I said before, if I'm upper middle class, and I think like that, what do you think a man who is rich, or a man who makes over 6 figures a year, or mid, or even 200K a year, what do you think he's thinking? He knows what he brings to the table. He knows that you don't really mean much to him. He knows that he's going to upgrade your life. That's why he walks past you and get into his Lamborghini and drive the fuck out, because he don't see no value in you. And if you're acting masculine, oh Lord, he gonna hit them gears real fast. He don't want nothing to do with you. So waiting for a man that's rich to come to you, that's not going to happen. You're going to have to pursue these men, because these men are extremely desired by almost all women. So you have to compete with other women. You have to compete with your weight. Got to compete with how feminine you are. You got to compete with how your looks are. Everything. So these men ain't fit to approach you because they know they're the prize. You got to go fight for the prize. That's delusional. It's hell.
Looking for me, and I'm available for him too. So I've noticed that just me going places, I don't care if I'm in the car, no matter where I'm at, I've been meeting like a lot of men. Like, they've been coming up to me, they've been like, oh my gosh, where's your man? Like, so let's see what we can find today, or let's see who finds us today. I think I'm gonna go to the mall. I went and got me some Starbucks. It's very good. I messed up by not going in, but it's okay. We're gonna make up for that. We're gonna go to a few places, and I'm gonna bring y'all with me. Come on, girls.
She's going to different places to look for a rich man. And I guarantee you, majority of rich men don't go where you go. Now, they may go places like Starbucks because, you know, they may do stuff. I ain't saying like that, but they're not going to be in the same places you go to. Rich people go to places that other people can't afford, for one thing. Okay, restaurants that most people can't afford, they're going to be in no motherfuckers a lot of times. They will go to a regular place too, They don't dress all flashy and stuff like that. I'm just letting you know. So when you see a rich man, you don't even know what he is. You don't even know what he look like. The only indication that you got that he might have money if you look at what he's wearing or what he's driving, because you don't see his house. When you're out and about, you can't see his house. You're gonna see what he's driving or what he got on. And some of you are so rich illiterate, you don't know what nice things are. You think a Rolex is the way you can tell a man is rich. You think they gotta have diamonds all over the place or gold to be rich. This is not bragging. This watch right here, this is an $800 watch right here. It's a hope I said the name right. It's a Bulova. Called I think this one is called the Marine Merchant. You can look it up for yourself if you think I'm bullshitting or not. It got diamonds in it too. You know what I mean? But check it out. You know what I mean? It's before YouTube and all this other stuff. I got other watches too. But look it up. It's a nice watch. But long story short, a woman can see this and don't realize it costs money. That's why I'm trying to use that as an example as well as an analogy. You don't know. There's some watches out there that look like a damn near like a Casio, like a basic watch, but the materials that it's made out of, every intricate detail in that little watch that looks so basic and simple can be worth over $5,000. A little shirt, a Pima shirt with silk and stuff, different type of stuff in it, look like a regular shirt. It could be down there $300 a shirt. A lot of you think rich looks like the shit you see on rappers, TV, on video rapper videos and shit. Oh, that's rich, that's rich, that's rich, that's rich. There's a lot. Real wealth is secretive. Real wealth is quiet. It's not noisy. It's not loud. Hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. That's not what rich folks do. That's not what people, even in the upper middle class, do, because they know that there's a target on their back from women like you who are hunting men with money. Now, people who got money, who are listening to me, you're going to agree with me. Some people who don't, you know what I mean, they probably think I'm bragging. I really am not. I'm telling you, I'm not bragging. I really am not. But here, I'm not rich either. But what I'm trying to tell you, I'm okay. God bless me. But I hope it inspires you to do more. But I want to equip you, because some of you is in your season to where you might be at a low level, but you working hard and you're going to surpass me. You're going to surpass a whole lot of people. So when you get to that level, this information that I'm giving you can help you, because you're going to meet women like this. And it's a whole different level of women up there. I'm telling you, they're going to pretend to be feminine just to get at you. Now I got one more clip to show you. 1 second. Here it is.
You posted this comment like 50 million times, so I'm gonna go ahead and respond. The reason why so many women are treating dating like a hustle and are only out for monetary gain and luxury experiences is because when situationships became a thing, that really dehumanized dating, and it became...
So she's trying to say she date is for money, period. That's all she's doing. And she's giving you an excuse as to why she's being a no good for nothing, go digging hoe. You see what I'm saying? Y'all women are delusional.
And are only out for monetary gain and luxury experiences is because when situationships became a thing, that really dehumanized dating, and it became an emotionally unfulfilling experience for women. So if you're going to waste my time, I might as well gain something. Thank you.
Okay. I think we covered that bullshit. And for those of you who didn't believe me when I said what I said, hold on 1 second. And this is not bragging, but I want you to, because some of you, I don't believe this shit. All right, I'm gonna put this up here. When you get a chance, look it up yourself, wherever you're at. I'm gonna put it those real diamonds in there. That's real gold in there. Okay? See that? I think it says Merchant Store or something on there. When you get a chance, look it up. You know what I mean? So like I say, when I tell you stuff, I say I used to be a ex-pimp, drug dealer, gang banger, that I changed my life around, that I'm also a mentor in Third Ward in Houston like that for at-risk teens and shit like that. Everything I tell you is legitimate. It's real. All right? You know what I mean? I got other watch. I got all kind of stuff like that. And it's not bragging. I really am not bragging. The reason I'm saying that because I want you to understand women don't know what well-off men look like. They can only go by what they see when they first see you. They see your car. They see what you got on. But a lot of these women are rich illiterate, or upper middle class illiterate. They assume that you got to have Gucci written on it, they got to have Versace on it in order for you to have money. Real people who have money don't have to buy those type of things. You can though, if you like Armani and stuff. I got some stuff like that too, but you don't, rich people or people who are well off don't go out like a damn signboard or a poster saying, hey, I got money, because that's put a target on your back from haters, jealous people, and also from gold digging women. And sometimes the women, the people who delete you most are the women. They will get with you, make you sign on some of y'all life insurance policy, end your life, and take your money. I'm just keeping it real. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. We're gonna keep going rocking. I got one more. I got a couple more to show you. Not now, but you know how you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later. All right.
Ooh, ooh,